Everyone, happy Sunday. This is Simon with AvaTrade. Welcome to our weekly webinar, Mapping Out Your Week Ahead. Special welcoming goes to our new visitors, and for you, just to explain in a few words what we do here, so you would know what to expect. What we're trying to do is create a structure, create a plan, trading plan for the upcoming week. So for that, what we try to do, we try to analyze things from the fundamental point of view, see what's been happening and what's awaiting for us in the upcoming week as far as economic news and other important things. Also, we'll take a look at technicals by going through the charts of the instruments that we will be discussing. A few things about myself. My name is Simon Friedman. I'm a senior account manager with AvaTrade with over 25 years experience as a trader. I started as a prop trader in New York City in June of 2000, and I did it for about 11 years. And then I moved, as I like to say, into the less stressful environment. And I started also to educate and mentor others. And I'm very happy to have this great opportunity to be assisting our customers at AvaTrade. What we speak about, usually we talk about indices, stocks, commodities, FX. As I said, we'll take a look at economic calendar and we'll have a look at cryptos at the end for dessert. Risk warning, everything we do here is purely educational. You can find the full statement at avatrade.com website. Social media, please feel free to visit us and follow us on Telegram, X, and YouTube. I always say the YouTube is my favorite. There's a lot of information there. You have educational information, you have tutorials, you have webinars. So if you miss a webinar, or if you want to just browse through the past webinars, you can find time that's suitable for you. And just find the webinar you'd like to watch, and that's it. It's very simple. If you are watching this on YouTube, please, if you like it, don't forget to click that like button. For you, it doesn't cost anything, and for people, it's very good because I think that's how YouTube is working. If you have more likes, it opens for more people to watch it. So please do it if you like it, of course. If you don't do it. Give us the feedback if you have any questions. We'll be happy to hear from you. And of course, subscribe and click on that bell so you'll be notified when new things are coming out. So before we go into the slides and all the information, if we were to describe the upcoming week with few ideas, I think that would be tariffs and inflation. As you know, new things, new developments in tariffs happening. We have CPI data this week showing the inflation for June. So there's some expectation of inflation going higher because of the tariffs. So those two things, tariffs and inflation, are kind of working together these days. Okay, so here we go. Friday, when we heard new things from President Trump on tariffs on Europe, Canada, Brazil, other things, market got spooked a little bit. It says right here, stocks and U.S. government bonds sell off in tandem Friday as trade jitters cool rally. There's, I guess, deadlines until August 1st, and it looks like Trump said that he's not going to extend it anymore. So we might have some tough negotiations. We might have some retaliations from other countries, and it's going to be interesting, and definitely market will be reacting to it as well. So here comes Trump's letter to European Union and Mexico threatening 30% tariffs starting August 1st. And it says right here, European Commission President threatens retaliation if new tariffs are implemented. And this is the picture from the G7 that we had recently, right? So definitely we'll hear more. We'll hear probably some negotiations and some new developments as far as tariffs. a serious business. Now, in equity markets, this analyst, Michael Brush, wrote an article here. These articles I take out from marketwatch.com. You can visit it and watch it and read it yourself. So I just take the highlights, of course. It says right here, opinion, Tesla and Apple don't belong to Magnificent Seven anymore. These two hot tech stocks should replace them. And he's talking about Oracle and Broadcom. Take a look at the charts of those stocks as well. I mean, these are good companies. I'm not sure what the criteria of Magnificent Seven. I think it's by market cap, which Apple and Tesla still holding it at the high level, even though the stocks have suffered a lot. So let's see if this will come on the surface, and we might hear some news about it. So if this is happening, if these guys, Oracle and Broadcom, get more publicity and more energy boost, we might see stocks going higher, even though they are doing pretty good. Now, Fed's interest rate decision, again, Trump is pushing Powell for the interest rate cut. A lot of politics, a lot of issues. Nevertheless, here we go. The current situation for the upcoming 30th of July announcement. As we know, the 29th and 30th, the Feds are meeting again, and on the 30th, we should be hearing from them as far as decision and plans for going forward. So as of now, it's 5.2%, very low probability of the interest rate cut. From the FOMC minutes, the outcome was pretty much that the Fed members are divided in their opinions. Some want interest rate cuts, some said because of the inflation, everything else, that's impossible. So kind of a balance outcome of it was that we might see the two rate cuts towards the end of the year. That's the situation. So as of now, for the upcoming meeting, 5.2% probability. Economic calendar. A few words about the economic calendar, so we know what we're talking about, especially for new people, they're not familiar with it. This is public info. You can find it on our web trader or the app, or just Google it. It comes from the same source. You can find out about these things ahead of time, so you prepare yourself. And I think every trader should be doing it, knowing ahead of time what's important on the economic calendar upcoming week, so you don't get caught up with positions or any other situations when you see the market moving and you didn't know that certain things were happening. So here we go. Tuesday, we have GDP numbers and retail sales and industrial production from China. Everybody's watching China, expecting things to improve. As of now, not much is happening there on the positive side. We'll take a look at the chart. They tried though. CPI numbers from Canada, followed by CPI numbers from US. These are the inflation numbers that everybody's waiting to see. Governor of Bank of England speaking on Tuesday as well. Busy day on Tuesday. Wednesday, we have CPI numbers from UK and PPI numbers from US. Thursday, we have employment data from Australia and UK, and retail sales from US, which is also an important number. And Michigan Consumer Sentiment Index is going to be revealed to us on Friday. So these are the things: inflation numbers, employment numbers from other places, and we'll be watching. The key point, as I said, of this week is going to be the inflation situation, as everybody wants to see the effect of tariffs on the inflation. The main mood kind of on the Wall Street that the tariffs are increasing the inflation, which prolongs that decision of the interest cut by the Feds, among other outcome of this situation. So this is the economic calendar, right? Now, winners and losers. We'll take a look at the charts when we get to the charts for each of them. So now we're just going to run the numbers on futures. Heating oil was a champion for the week, up 7.5%. Corn, 1 second, why is it jumping? Okay. I think these are the wrong numbers. I didn't change them. Just 1 second. I apologize. I didn't update the numbers. I'm just going to bring the numbers from this last week. Okay. So here are the real numbers for this week. Heating oil up. Again, I apologize. 1 second. When I was preparing the webinar, I didn't update the slide with the numbers. So I'm doing this now. Okay. So palladium, I apologize again. Palladium up 12.31%. Copper up 8.61. Palladium up, platinum up 6.55. Silver up 5.37. Heating oil up 4.06%. Gasoline up 3.5% almost. Crude oil up 2.61%. On the downside, we had the grains were the biggest sellers. Corn down 5.65%. Soybeans down 4.86%. Wheat down 2%. Natural gas down 1.5%. And cotton down 1.5%. On the FX, bring the fresh numbers. Okay, on the FX, we had a dollar gained. Dollar yen was up 2%. Pound yen was up 0.84, and dollar CAD up 0.65%. On the downside, pound dollar was down 1.14%. Nasdaq was down 0.85, and euro dollar down 0.7%. So as you could see, this past week, dollar was pretty strong there, and yen was weak, as you can see, among others. Again, I apologize for confusion with the numbers. So we're going to go to the charts now, and we'll start with indices, then stocks, then we'll get to the futures. I'm going to run through all these winners and losers, take a look at each of them, and FX, and as I said, we'll take a look at crypto for dessert. So we'll start with China as usual. As you could see, they've been trying to break out of this strong resistance here. Friday we had a nice move, but ended up reversing and closing at the lows. It's not a very good sign. So they are trying, but so far they're failing to bring these prices above the 13,817 around that area. Yeah. Now, when you go to US indices here, this see here, we did on Thursday hit the all-time high, and Friday we reversed on the new development on the tariffs. We erased the Thursday's gain, and let's see if that just temporary. As you could see here, we are trying to build kind of a resistance here. I mean, as I always say, looking at the charts, very objective. You can make up stories that you like to see, right? But here we hit the all-time high, 6,333 on 3rd of July, right before 4th of July weekend, right? Then we retested it again on Thursday, and Friday we sold. Nasdaq as well, similar situation. So as you could see, if you were to draw the resistance line here, we are kind of holding that resistance, right? Dow Jones, I think we still didn't hit that all-time high. We're close to it. And the sell-off was stronger here on Friday, also erasing the Thursday's gains. Germany as well. We had a nice move from Monday to Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. We were selling there. UK index is actually looking stronger. We did retest the highs and closed on the weekly chart. We did close at the all-time highs here, right? Friday, we give away only about a half of the Thursday's gain. So out of all the world indices, it looks like UK index is holding the best so far, right? So let's see, again, with the inflation and other things for the week, for the upcoming week, let's see if you take the S&Ps as a general indication of the equity markets, including the global ones, right? We are holding that 6,330 area around there. Let's see how this week will play out. So that's as far as indices. Individual stocks will. Let's take a look at Tesla and Apple, as that analyst is suggesting that it should be replaced in this special group of 7 magnificent stocks, right? If you have a look at Apple, just zoom out a little bit. We are facing this strong resistance here after drop, trying to come out. We're trading in this channel here between 190s and the top is around 2013. So you could see here, we're up below the 200 moving average and we're hugging here the 100 moving average here on Apple. And if you take a look at Tesla, it's been also struggling. And like I discussed with my team, look at this. It trades like not a normal stock. It's traded like a ADR or ETF or anything that it's really jumpy. Take a look at these gaps and tails and everything else. We are trading below the 200. We are approaching that 200 again from the below. Let's see again. We closed at 313. And if you look at the big picture, we're far away from those highs. And Tesla's been experiencing a lot of turbulence there. So on the other hand, the two stocks that he suggested will be replacing the group in the group, that's Broadcom and Oracle. His Broadcom looks very healthy. The daily charts have been running and also facing resistance around these levels here. That's on Broadcom. And Oracle, great technology by many companies. They're doing well here as far as the technicals. We're at the highs, went down with the whole market with the gap, but super strong move to the upside from here in 120s back in April when the market sold, right? Recovery was super strong. Take a look. We recovered, not just recovered, we moved up almost 100% from here, right? If I'm not mistaken. From the low here was on the 7th of April, the low was 118 and we closed at 230, and before that we were at 240, definitely 100% move. It's a very strong move for Oracle, right? Now let's take a look what NVIDIA is doing as it continues to lead the market. As we all know, it hit the first company that hit $4 trillion mark and been doing great. Same thing, we had a huge recovery here. Also about 100%, right? From 7th of April, the low was 86.5, and we hit on Friday 187, less than 100%, but huge move. So that's on NVIDIA. Let's take a quick look at the banks. As we said, we should be watching the banks. When banks turn around, the market might do the same. On the banks, nothing to be panic about, right? Here we go. We had the all-time highs. We had a nice correction here Thursday. We moved higher on Friday. We had a green day as well after the gap. Similar situation, JP Morgan. Bank of America looks weaker. We all remember that Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, they've been selling the stock. And Citigroup, similar situation to Goldman and JP Morgan. We had 3 days correction from the beginning of the week, and then 2 green days, Thursday and Friday. So when the market went down on Friday, banks didn't really go down. Major banks, right? We are here. So we continue watching the banks as well. Now, as I mentioned a few times, the market, some traders like to watch the ETFs that move significantly. So we have the SQQQ. They've been at the all-time low here as the Nasdaq was moving higher, and let's see if the market continues higher. These ETFs might continue lower here, and if we see reversal in the market with the panic about tariffs and other reasons, we might see a nice jump in SQQQs. And another one that is related to VIX. The VIX been super low and is sitting at the lows. So does the ETF here. We're trading. We closed at 1697. If we have increase in volatility and the VIX will jump, that's what happened here in UVXY. We might see also here and here. We might see that jump. So those 2 ETFs, traders are watching for possible moves. Okay. Moving to commodities, we'll just go through them to those losers, winners and losers, right? We had a huge move in palladium, continuing high here, breaking through the double bottom here, very serious. Let's see if this move is sustainable. Copper had a big move, as we all know, with the tariffs that were imposed on 50% tariffs Trump wants to impose on copper. That was the initial reaction to that, and it remains strong. Platinum continues being strong. We are on the way higher from here, and it didn't really happen what has been happening a few weeks in a row when Friday was a sell-off. This week we actually closed at the highs, so that just shows even a stronger sign of demand for platinum here. Silver also continues higher, super strong. Heating oil, we had some bounce in energies. Heating oil up 4%, trying to recover from that drop. That was the end of the ceasefire between Iran and Israel right here. Gasoline, here we go, continues high as well, trying to recover here. And crude oil, similar situation. We are officially above the 200-day moving average here on oil. Now to the downside, we have corn down, continues lower this week. We opened with the gap and continued lower here on corn. Let's see if we're holding this level here. We've already broke the previous support. We might be sliding, trying to close this gap here. So corn, soybeans, the same situation. It's been sliding. We are below this week. We went in the territory below 200 moving average here. And wheat is the stronger out of 3, but we did break below 200 moving average here. A lot of zigzagging here. Natural gas, we did have a strong Thursday, but for the week, I don't know, it's showing negative here for some reason. Cotton down 1.5% for the week. On the daily chart right here, so you could see this was, I think, the new contract or a gap. I'm not sure. If we continue lower, we might be trying to close that gap on cotton. All right, and let's take a quick look at gold. Gold has been trading below this trend line, as we mentioned a few times. We are above the 50-day moving average here. We might be trying, again, we have the inflation, we have CPI numbers. We will see how that will affect the dollar, gold, and equities. So this week will be crucial for everything, including gold. So let's see how it place upcoming week. And I want to see it. I want to take a look at coffee. You know, with the Brazil, right? President Trump wants to impose huge tariffs on Brazil. And I think Brazil, if I'm not mistaken, is the biggest exporter of coffee. So maybe similar to copper, we might see some panic buying of coffee here. And it already showed some signs this past week, right? We've been sliding really heavily here, right? This is the weekly chart. And on daily chart, you could see it, all this leg, it's been just going straight down. And this is the first week that we actually have buyers trying to fight for it. Thursday, we had a big day up. And Friday, we broke the high of Thursday, but closed lower, but still green. So this could be actually the beginning of that move. And also, if those tariffs go into play with Brazil, we might see some effect. It's just my speculation. I didn't read about it. It's just something that came to my mind when I saw tariffs on Brazil. As everybody knows, Brazilian coffee. That's what came to my mind right away. Okay, so that's commodities. Moving to FX, we'll go through winners and losers as well. Dollar yen was the winner, continues higher here. Strong week, up 2% for the week. As you can see here, we are above 50, 100 moving average here, moving higher, probably trying to reach the 200 moving average here. Pound, yen as well. That just if pound was really weak against the dollar, but it was strong against the yen. So it looks like a yen's been the weakest this week, right? Let's take a look at pound yen. Been strong for the week. Also up 0.84%. We have this triple top now here trying to break above on the weekly chart here. And USD CAD had a bounce. The upside, even though oil was strong, dollar was stronger against CAD. Nothing, but after 2 weeks down, we have another week to the upside. So that's on the upside. On the downside, the biggest was on the majors besides the yen was pound right here. Pound dollar is sliding, which is close below 50-day moving average here after testing it prior to this. So here we have 134.89 closing. Let's see if that move down continues. Again, this week with the inflation, we might see some significant moves, including in currencies. This level 134.23 is a strong level. We had the resistance and then double support here. New Zealand dollar was down as well for the week. We're sitting right on 50-day moving average, and euro dollars, the most traded pair, was down as well, 0.7%. You could see after making this recent high here, 118.29, we've been slowly sliding lower. And if that continues, we might come to the 50-day moving average retest. So that's on the currencies highlights. And as we said, for dessert, we'll take a look at cryptos. All-time high on Bitcoin this week. The high was 118,850. We're currently trading a little bit lower, 117,838. And we had nice move in XRP. Percentage-wise, it's a very strong move. We are trying to hit this level before the sell-off. When we hit 286 on weekly basis, that was the week of February 23rd of the current year. So XRP, a strong move, was a lot of accumulations here in the tight channel that we spoke about many times, between $2 and 230s here. And we just shoot up. The moment we broke the 200 moving average, we have a super strong move to the upside with increased volume. That's it pretty much. So again, just to put it all together, we have important week coming. We have CPI data We have other economic numbers that we went through. Tariffs, the focus is on tariffs and new developments. We have to watch the stocks, as we spoke about the Apple and Tesla. They might be replaced in that group by Oracle and Broadcom. Just the opinion of the analyst. It's not official or anything. We want to watch the energy commodities like oil, gasoline, and heating oil as they're trying to rebuild from those losses. And we definitely want to watch the indices as they building kind of a resistance there that we spoke about. So it's going to be a great week, important week, and eventful week. So I want to wish everyone a good weekend. Still have the whole Friday pretty much in front of us. Get some energy, spend some good time with your families, and prepare yourself for the active week. And of course, I wish everyone a successful trading week. All the best.